Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys another dupe video. I am so excited to share with you guys something that I feel like could possibly be a dupe for the Fenty Beauty Eaze Drop Skin Tint. So we're going to be diving into that full review and wear test for those two products. But before we get started, I do quickly want to introduce myself for those of you guys who are new to my channel. Hi, welcome. My name is Jessica, aka the Mexican Beauty. I make videos on all things beauty, lifestyle, and fashion. So I would love for you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. While you're at it, don't forget to hit that notification bell because that will make sure you never miss a video. Also, please don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, the Mexican Beauty, because whenever I'm not here on YouTube, I'm there 24/7. And also now I am on TikTok, the Mexican Beauty as well, so you guys can check me out on those platforms whenever you guys miss me over here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into today's wear test and review on a possible dupe for the Fenty Skin Eaze Drop. Okay, so we're gonna be putting these to the test side by side, and on this side we're gonna be using the Fenty Eaze Drop Tinted Moisturizer, and then on this side we're gonna be using the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator as our possible dupe. So I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do, I already went ahead and moisturized my skin. Today I did use my favorite moisturizer, which is the Fenty Skin Hydrovisor. This does contain 30 SPF. And I just love it, especially on days where I am wearing some makeup, because it does allow for you not to see any white cast. It just really blends, is completely invisible. So this is kind of like more so my go-to when I do wear makeup and I'm wearing my sunscreen under. Don't worry, I do retouch through the day with my makeup SPF setting spray. But we're gonna be moving on to our primer. I'm gonna be using one of my favorites, which is the Huda Beauty Jelly Hydrator one. And you guys can see I literally use this like pretty much every time I do my makeup, especially for that really nice gripping hydrated effect. We're gonna go ahead and start off with the Fenty Eaze Drop so that as we're applying the possible dupe, we can kind of compare it side by side. So we have here the Eaze Drop. This one is $29, and in here you do get 1.08 ounces. I do have this in the shade 11, which is the shade that Fenty Beauty says is suitable for Fenty foundation shade 280, 290, and 300. I'm gonna be taking my brush. I'm using here the MORPHE JH03 brush. And you guys can see it just looks very lightweight, very hydrating. It's not one of those like thick, moussey consistencies. It's a very skin-like consistency. So I'm gonna just begin blending it out. And I'm gonna be taking my product all through the cheek where I do have rosacea. And I find that this color suits me really well. It's definitely been my favorite high-end tinted moisturizer for the moment, and definitely a product that I'm gonna be using a lot during the summer. And I really feel like a lot of makeup brands targeted a lot of more natural skin-like complexion products for 2021. So you guys can see right here, this is what it looks like with half of the face with the Fenty Beauty. Very skin-like finish. It doesn't look too dewy, it doesn't look too oily, and I definitely have been gravitating towards this one quite a lot. So now I'm gonna be going in with the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator. This one does contain hyaluronic acid, squalene, it's oil-free. It also is a buildable to medium coverage product, kind of like how the Fenty Skin Eaze Drop does describe themselves as well. Now this one you can find at Target for $4.99, and in other stores like Ulta, Walmart, other drugstores, you can find this for $5.99. So in this one, I do have this on Tan Medium Deep, and I am gonna show you guys what this one looks like on the skin. So you guys can see here, this product is a little bit more runnier than the Fenty one, but they're both very nice pigmented, creamy formulas. I feel like this one has a little bit more hydration than the one by Fenty, which you guys can see how this one looks a little bit more glowy and wet instantly. So I'm gonna be taking this other brush. This is my e.l.f. brush, and I'm just gonna begin blending this out onto my complexion so you guys can see how this looks. So this one as well, like right away, as soon as you apply it, it definitely gives you a very beautiful coverage. They both claim to be lightweight formulas. So I feel like the color is pretty similar. You guys can see that the Tinted Hydrator by Wet n Wild does look a little dewy as I have applied it compared to this one, but you guys also have to put into consideration that this side by the Fenty Eaze Drop has set. So it has had that time to set into the skin. When we first applied it, it definitely looked a little bit more luminous, but now that we have it on, I feel like it definitely dried down to a very soft matte finish, which kind of makes it look a little bit more like it could be built up to almost foundation finish, which I really like. But I do feel like this right here by Wet n Wild does look just very healthy, a glow, nice radiance from within. This one does claim to be a semi-matte finish, so we'll just have to see how it dries down compared to the one by Fenty. Another thing that I do want to note is that I do have reviews for both of these products. So if you guys just want to see a review strictly on each product, I will have them linked down below in case you haven't done so already. I feel like as this begins to set, it definitely starts to look like it's very similar in color to this. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my face and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I am back. I completed my full face of makeup. The details will be down below in my description box. But I'm ready to talk about the dupe. So this is Fenty and this is Wet n Wild. Can you guys see the difference right now? I feel like I really can't. It all like ended up working really well together. I do have to say that the Wet n Wild one did take some time before it set to a nice, very soft matte finish. When I first applied it, it definitely did look more luminous. Overall, I do feel like they look very similar. We used the exact same products. For concealer, I did use the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape that I have been obsessed with. And then I just set directly on the under eyes because I do crease really badly right here. And then everywhere else, I just left as is. So right now it is 9:30 a.m. So I'm gonna go ahead and carry on with the rest of my day because I am doing a wear test to show you guys how this does for the day. You guys will see an in natural lighting clip where you guys will see the Fenty side up close and personal with the Wet n Wild side. And then you guys will see me at the end of the day for my final thoughts on whether I do think this Wet n Wild $5 Tinted Hydrator is a dupe for the $29.50 Fenty Eaze Drop Skin Tint. So this is the Fenty side. This is the Wet n Wild. These are my swatches. What are your thoughts? Okay guys, so I am back. I have worn these two products for the entire day and I think I have some well-developed thoughts. So this side is the Fenty Beauty Eaze Drop Skin Tint and this side is the Wet n Wild Tinted Moisturizer. So I feel like they both do pick up some dew by the end of the day, and honestly I feel like they both look exactly the same. I feel like in natural lighting, the one by Wet n Wild looks slightly better. You guys can see I was wearing a mask, so there was transfer from the Fenty one. Here where I do have my fine lines, it did separate a little bit more on the Fenty side than on the Wet n Wild side. So I would have to say, as somebody that does have combination skin, because now I don't just have oily skin, I do get very dry when I first apply makeup and just have dry patches, but I do get oily through the day. So I feel like for somebody that does have combination skin, you will pick up a nice luminous glow by the end of the day with both of these. I also feel like they honestly look very similar. I don't know, what do you guys think? Like you guys can see right here that it did transfer from the mask. This side looks fine with that. But I think if you're looking for a good alternative to the Fenty because you don't want to spend $29.50, I think the one by Wet n Wild is a really good tinted hydrator. I feel like out of the other tinted hydrators that I've seen from drugstore brands, I think this one is very, very comparable to the Fenty Beauty Eaze Drop. I also like the fact that it leaves the skin feeling nice and hydrated, but it also does kind of give it a very skin-like finish like the Fenty one does. So if you're looking for a good alternative for $5, then I would say definitely check this out because I feel like consistencies and everything look the same. And honestly, by the end of the day, they both wear the same. And I just feel like if you can find yourself a good dupe, then why not check this one out? So Let me know down below what your thoughts are so that we can go ahead and start a conversation. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I wanted to really show you guys how this wore for the entire day so that you could develop your own thoughts and figure out whether or not this is a good dupe. But I personally think definitely a good dupe, especially for $5. I mean, come on, you can't beat that. So that's all I have for you guys. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy watching it. And also don't forget to follow me on all my other social medias, The Mexican Beauty. That being said, don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. And I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.